welcome back to You Heard It From the CFP. My name is Matthew Coyle. Today is September 8th, 2021. I hope you had a very nice Labor Day holiday. Today we're going to talk about the fruits of your labor, more specifically savings and how to catch up if you are behind. I've got 5 ideas for you if you are behind on your savings. Let's dive in. Well, summer vacation season has officially come to an end. Kids are back in school. The weather has slightly turned here in Minneapolis, and we turn our attention to all things financial, more specifically savings. And what can you do if you are behind on your savings at any age, specifically over the age of 50? Here are a few items that I have noticed over the years that people tend to miss or not take advantage of when they are catching up on their savings. All right, taking advantage of your company matching and your catch-up contributions. Number 5, let's start right off the bat with young people. This is directed at you. If you are not taking advantage of your company matching 401k or 403b if you work for a nonprofit, this is a mistake that could potentially cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars by the end of your career in retirement savings alone. I am very surprised at the number of people I meet who are younger that just simply aren't taking advantage of their company's 401k matching. Despite its limitations, and there are some, it is still a great way to get savings into your retirement balance quickly, over time, and compounding by the end of your career. If you're over the age of 50, be aware of your catch-up contributions in Roth IRAs and IRAs. If you're over the age of 50, you can contribute an extra $1,000 into your Roth IRA or IRA per person per account for that tax year. So be aware of those contributions and the matching and take advantage of them where you can. All right, number 4, stop accelerating your mortgage. If you are behind on your retirement savings schedule and you have not saved enough, you should not be accelerating your mortgage payments, especially if the rate is lower than what the historical market average return would likely be. I see a lot of people who accelerate mortgages at a 3 and a 3.5% mortgage rate, only to give up what they could be earning in a market earning potentially 7, 8, 9, or even 10% a year on average. So please stop accelerating your mortgage payments. It is not necessary to do if you are behind on your savings schedule. Put that money into a Roth IRA if you qualify, or an IRA, or contribute more to an outside investment account. So please, no acceleration of mortgages unless it is absolutely necessary or you are on schedule. All right, number 3, use your HSA. If you are in a high deductible healthcare plan, which many of you are, millions of you are actually, including myself, you have access to open a health savings account, otherwise known as an HSA, and you can deposit pre-tax dollars into that account for tax-deferred growth or healthcare expenses. Now, you don't have to use your HSA for healthcare expenses. In fact, many people just let it accumulate. And when you do that, you can later access those dollars after the age of 65 for retirement. And there are no penalties for doing so. It is basically like having an extra IRA, and people are not aware of this option. I see many people, particularly young people, who don't know that they can have an HSA. They can use it as a quasi-retirement account and build funds for their later years. So, number 3, use your HSA. Okay, moving on. Number 2, in no particular order, dump your variable annuities and/or hybrid insurance products. If you are investing in a hybrid insurance product that combines investing and insurance, I would reassess the value of that policy very quickly if you're behind on your schedule for retirement plan balances. At this point, there really is no need for you to continue to own these products. They're very expensive. I do not own them myself. I've never owned them. I do have insurance. I do have whole life insurance, but I do not buy variable annuities. I do not buy universal life insurance. I do not buy any hybrid investment insurance products at all. I only buy insurance for insurance, and I buy investments for investments. Please do not put money into variable annuities. Please do not put money into universal life policies, especially if you are behind on your savings. It is just an inefficient way to save, and it's simply not necessary. And finally, let's not leave the self-employed folks out here. If you are self-employed, have at least one employee, or have freelance income, you can open up what's called a SEP IRA, SEP, Simplified Employee Pension. A simplified employee pension is for self-employed business owners who want to contribute to their retirement savings. In 2021, you can contribute the lesser of 25% of your income, or $58,000, to a SEP IRA in 2021 and have it count toward that tax year. So they are very valuable. They are treated very much like IRAs for anybody else, but just with much larger deposit limits. So if you are a self-employed person and you do not have a SEP IRA, or at least you've not considered it, you should consider it. I'm, again, surprised by how many folks I meet with that just simply don't understand what a SEP IRA is or the value it can bring for them. So if you're self-employed, consider a SEP IRA for your retirement balance. So there's 5 things. Use a catch-up limits and company matching. Stop accelerating your mortgage. Use an HSA, health savings account. If you're self-employed, use a SEP IRA, and dump your variable annuities and hybrid insurance products. 5 things you can do. We'll be back next week. Thanks again for watching, and my name is Matthew Coyle. This has been your Heard from the CFP. I'll see you next time. Thanks.